Welcome to the live stream.
That was beautiful.
Wait,
Hey.
Tom, where's your voice modifier?
It's super broken. Like, it's broken beyond repair. I have to wait for it to get fixed or get a new one. So for now, it's the best I got.
Wow, okay, well, that's okay. Everyone, welcome to the GenerationZen podcast. First of all, how is the audio sounding, everybody? Obviously, you might have noticed the difference here because I lowered everyone's mic up because it was pretty quiet last time. But also, I got a new mic, Sean got a new mic, and Tom got a new mic.
Hey!
So we all have great mics. If anyone has any questions about mics they are, we can link them in the chat later. But this is the second episode of the GenerationZen live stream, and Amanda's finally here. You weren't here last time, but you're actually present this time.
Yes, I am present for Pokémon Presents.
Yes. Ooh. Now, is it presents or presents?
I'm going to call it presents from now on.
Presents.
Definitely presents. Okay. Oh, and
Pokemon Presents, listen to you.
Freshness for days. Jeremy will be here soon. He's just running a little late, so he will be here soon.
Yeah, Jeremy's always late.
I know he's
True, though.
I can call him out right now. He's always late,
okay.
Jeremy.
Marky Man. All right,
I like
Marky
how
Man
they
sounds
work
the audio.
every now.
Perfect. Yeah, Marky Man sounds
good.
good.
He does have a good excuse, but no matter what happens.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It doesn't really matter if he has an excuse. He's always late anyway.
There's no excuse not to be here right now.
Yeah, he's the Dennis Rodman of our show. You know, he's always late, but when it's time for him to perform, he performs.
Come on, Dennis.
Come on, Dennis. All right. Well, anyway, guys. First of all, how was everyone's week? Did everyone have a good week this week?
I had a great week.
Yeah, you did,
Yeah,
Sean.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I did.
I didn't.
You want to hear about it?
Well, I know you've been playing a lot of Valorant, Sean.
Yeah, but that wasn't the great part.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay. Well, who cares? No.
You asked.
Part of the thing that made the week so great was just watching that reveal trailer for the new Pokemon Snap game. I can't.
All right.
tell
So,
you.
whoa, wait. Tom, what did you say?
we'll get into that.
We'll get it. All right, we'll get into that a little bit. Let's just go around the table here. Amanda, you had a good week?
Yeah, I had an okay week, but it was still good in comparison to other weeks.
Okay, that's good. And
Pretty average week.
and Tom, you had a good week. What you been playing there over there, man?
I did not have a great week, only
Aw.
because of work. But as far as gaming goes, I also had a very average week because all I really did was play Overwatch. I was setting up games to play with Amanda, so that's really.
Oh
what
my
I've been
gosh,
doing.
yeah, what am I saying? I had a great week. I got a new gaming laptop, courtesy
Hey,
of
forgot
Sony.
about the gaming laptop.
Yeah, you didn't mention the game
Sorry.
laptop. I was about to say.
I don't know how I couldn't have mentioned that. I revised my answer from before. It was a great week in comparison to the other weeks.
And you
I was
guys
wrong.
actually got a very similar laptop.
Yeah, except mine is like I don't know if it's a newer version, but it's a different version with ridges on the sides.
She does have a newer version, but only very slightly, and it's only noticeable through like the front cover. You can see like there's different detailing on it. So technically, she has
Yeah.
a better laptop than me.
Huh.
Hmm.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. that
Okay.
may
Well,
be
yeah,
true.
you definitely got to get some good games on there, Amanda, because we got a bunch of stuff coming out soon. We got Halo Master Chief Collection, Halo
Yes.
with Halo 3 coming out very soon. I just got invited to the beta this week, so I'll be playing that.
I gotta get on.
Nice.
What else I've been playing? Dishonored. I actually started a new file of Dishonored actually, and I'm really enjoying it.
I'm
And
going back old school.
Yep, going back old school and playing through Mario Odyssey again on the Switch. Always a good time.
That's so weird that that's old school now. Is Dishonored? I feel like that just came out like not too long ago.
I know.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's such a good game. I really like it. So, anyway,
All right.
guys, anyone else have anything to add about what they've been playing or what you've been doing?
No, I'm gonna get into this.
All right, let's just
I'm
get
ready.
All right, let's get right into this. I guess we could try to wait for Jeremy. Not sure when he's going to be here, so I guess we'll start off by EA Play. So EA Play had their presentation yesterday, and we finally got the reveal of Skate 4. That was the biggest highlight. What'd you guys think of that announcement? If you saw it, I'm not sure if you guys did.
I did see it, but like they didn't show anything about it. They just mentioned it, right? Like I didn't miss anything.
Yes, because it's in development, so there's no actual gameplay there. They're just like, hey, Skate 4 is coming out, guys. And everyone's like, woohoo, Skate 4!
Yeah. So they gave us nothing to work with there other than, hey, there's a new skate game coming out, so be excited. I don't know.
Yeah, that was what Sean, what'd you think of that?
I remember playing Skate a long time ago. I think on the 360 was what it was on, and I really enjoyed the game, especially Hall of Meat. So I'm pretty excited for what they're gonna do with the new Skate game.
Yeah, Hall of Meat was great.
Amanda,
That was
did you
like-
hear anything about Skate 4 at all or no?
No, I didn't really.
So basically, EA, to summarize it, because Marky Man, I don't know if you saw it. Marky says Bejeweled Twist for Nintendo Switch. I don't know about that, Marky Man, but I do know that Skate 4 looks like in early development, or maybe they just got the license for it or whatever. Because Skate is obviously was a really popular skateboarding game on the 360 back when the Tony Hawk games were starting to kind of dip in quality. Skate came around and kind of changed the formula up. And EA, people were asking for it for years. People thought it was going to be happening last year, the year before that. But EA finally listened to the fans and are actually giving us a product that we want. And I'm really excited for it.
You know what a product I would rather have?
What?
The Wii Tony Hawk skateboard, where it's like you actually stand on it and you pretend to kick off, and it's got the sensors on the sides.
Oh, the
You know what I'm
Wii
talking about?
balance board.
not the balance board, but they made a whole skateboard just for the Tony Hawk game.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
whole
wow.
like controller skate. You guys haven't seen that?
No, I
No.
haven't. I gotta look that up. Wow.
It was definitely not the greatest, but sure as hell was fun. I'll say
Wow.
that.
I
can
gotta check
imagine
that out.
I can imagine that breaking pretty easily though.
No,
If
it
someone,
was
like-
actually so sturdy.
I could
So
break it.
sturdy.
Really?
No.
I know I would be able to
Wow.
break because I'm a nut when I go and I play anything like even like VR. I go a little nuts.
But that's the thing, though. We took it we took it on the trampoline and we're doing tricks on the trampoline with it. We went like down snowy hills with it. It was so sturdy.
All right, well,
Like,
listen, it's supposed to be for the Wii, man. What are you doing using
Yeah,
it on
I know,
trampoline?
we got bored of the Wii game, so we took it to new places and
To new places.
did some cool tricks on the trampoline with the skateboard.
Wow.
Oh, I
Okay.
see it. It's actually pretty legit.
Is it?
It's-
Okay, I'll
it's
have to
legit.
look that up because
Yeah.
I literally never heard of that. But it's gonna be interesting though because we got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered coming this year, and Skate obviously is not coming out this year, so it's gonna be a next gen game. So it's gonna be interesting that we're gonna end this generation with Tony Hawk Pro Skater remastered, and we're gonna start the next generation with Skate 4 as that game. But we also got some other stuff from EA Play. We saw that Star Wars dogfighting game. I don't know if you guys saw that. That looked pretty cool.
I actually did
I'm
not.
very excited for that.
Yeah,
'cause,
it definitely looks interesting to me. It's going to be $40, which is interesting. How they're not launching at $60, and they claim there's no microtransactions. So hopefully it lives up to the promise of being fun because the graphics and the actual gameplay looked really cool.
the fleet battles looked very interesting. I remember playing like Rogue Squadron on the GameCube.
Yes, me
and
too.
Just pretending to like command your little squadron and flying around. It was a fun experience for me as a kid. So with this next gen wave and the graphics and all the things you can do now, I would just have fun flying around in the ships. I don't even need to really play the story.
Yeah, I don't really care about the story either because I loved how the first person mode looked because you're actually like your HUD is in first person, like you have the little hologram in the left hand side, like that was really cool.
Yeah.
And the different ships they have, it looks really interesting. And I don't know how well it's going to like how much variety there is going to be in the gameplay in terms of levels if it's going to be $40, but I do really hope it's at least halfway decent in terms of dogfighting game, if it's even touches the Rogue Squadron games a little bit, I'll be satisfied.
I think it will. From watching the trailer, it looks a lot better than what they've tried in the past, or at least like the Battlefront dogfighting system.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't like it either. It was so boring. And Malarkey Man says Skate can't run on PS7. PS7, Malarkey Man. Whoa, I don't know about PS7 yet. I don't, Malarkey Man. I don't even know if there's gonna be a PS7 with cloud gaming.
Oh, there'll be a PS7 for
You think
sure.
so? You think so?
Yeah, PlayStation ain't going anywhere.
Even with cloud gaming?
I'm not a believer in cloud gaming. I think it's going to take. It's not going to take off the way everyone.
That's
thinks
a
it is.
whole other discussion.
Yeah,
for
it's a whole other
live
discussion.
stream.
It is. It is. Cool. Was there? Wasn't really anything else in EA Play that I thought was really of note. I mean, they talked about games coming to the Switch finally. That's cool.
I know. I don't even know if this is what EA owns, but I see that Apex Legends is coming to the Switch.
Yes. Yep. That is an EA game, and that's made by the Titanfall creators. Oh, look, Jeremy's here. There he is.
Hey.
What up? Jeremy, we're talking about EA Play. We're talking about how EA is finally making games for the Nintendo Switch after the investors got pissed, and rightfully so.
Yeah, weren't they supposed to be making it like the entire time, and they just didn't?
Yeah, because the investors are like, hey, there's a 50 million unit console on the market, EA. Why aren't you making games for this? Okay, yeah, we can make games. Apex Legends cross-platform coming to the Switch. Finally.
Yeah.
It's about time.
It is about time. I don't know what the hell took them so long.
I think Apex Legends is sort of struggling right now.
I mean,
terms of-
Valorant
Yeah.
kind of took over the whole shooter genre like real quick.
It
Yeah,
did.
that and Warzone, and then the people who still played Fortnite.
I'm still
Apex
the
Legends is hurting right now.
I'm still the old man in Overwatch. I'm like the only person playing it right now.
Hey, at least someone is.
Overwatch 2, guys, come on! Someone can hype with me.
Wait, is that coming out? Is that coming out this year?
When is that coming out? Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I didn't look beforehand. I
I-
didn't realize I'd be bringing it up right now.
I totally forgot Overwatch 2 was a thing. I really honestly
Oh,
forgot.
It's gonna be like just a DLC, pretty much. But I don't know.
I've always been craving for Overwatch story.
Me
I-
too.
Yeah, isn't the second game like a story experience, basically?
That's what I've been told. It's basically just adding a
Yeah.
single player game to
There's
Overwatch.
there's gonna be co-op missions that come out, like kind of like the ones you played in the events, like I forget what they call it now, but all the events that came out where you go through a level and fight some robots and different difficulties, and
I really enjoyed this.
I
because
love those.
they had really good cinematics to introduce the story, and then the game was just
love
multiplayer.
Yeah.
They were really
Yeah.
good.
See, because they reminded me a lot of like not so much Left 4 Dead, but like kind of like a Spec Ops, where like it's like if you want to be really difficult, you can make it difficult
Yeah.
and like go through with your friends and play through the levels and struggle with that, and I love that. But I mean, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I don't know if anyone else is, but I know
I
am.
just don't know what's coming out. I'm interested in it, especially with more to the story, because I love the story in Overwatch. I know there's like it's all like expanded universe stuff, but it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I mean, Winston's my favorite character, and he's very important in the story. So
Yeah.
I've always been hyped for seeing story stuff with him.
Hammond, let's go.
I know. I think that
True.
Blizzard should stop making games and they should start making just animated movies, because they're so good. They're so well put together. The little
Yeah, they
short
know what they're doing.
The ones for like World of Warcraft, they're really, really good. I don't know why
Yeah.
they haven't expanded into that anymore.
It's just like how League of Legends should be making music videos and not games. I forget what are they Riot Games? Is that what they
Yeah.
are?
Yeah.
They should be making music videos.
To be fair, they didn't they make Valorant? Now that's popping off.
Yes,
Right.
Did they make
Yeah.
Valorant?
They did, yeah.
I'm
they
so
did
out
make
of touch.
Valorant,
I'm
yeah.
such an old man.
I'm a huge fan of Valorant. It's a really fun game.
I have yet to play it.
Yo, I got into the beta and then I never played it. I've just been
I never
busy.
did. Marky Man said, "I think cloud gaming would take over by 2034." Yeah, Marky Man, I agree. And again, we're not going to really get into the discussion, but I think cloud gaming in 14 years, yeah, it's I don't know. There's a lot of factors that depends on that, but I kind of agree.
I mean,
anyway,
I'm not gonna get super into it, but
yeah.
But I actually wanted to ask you guys. I don't know if you mind me doing this, but CyberPunk delayed
Sure.
again. Anyone?
Well, you know why they delayed it, so they can launch it with the PS5 and the Xbox
they're probably
Series
gonna put
X.
it on PS5.
Yeah, well,
That's exactly
like,
why.
Is anyone surprised it's got delayed again?
No.
No.
Like,
I'll be honest. I don't have a huge investment into CyberPunk. I'm just kind of the only reason why I really know about it is because Keanu Reeves is in it.
Yeah, honestly, I was kind of like, oh, Keanu Reeves, nice.
Yeah. No, I got to agree. It's the same way for me.
I really just want to see how it does rather than personally play it. It looks great though. You can customize your genitals. I heard.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I can't wait.
It's so weird.
Laser pointers.
And it's not even a
everywhere.
mod. That's just part of the game.
It's just
Yeah.
part of the game. Yeah.
That's
It's
great.
So weird.
I'm very glad that it's part of the game. That's all I ask for
Marky
in
Man,
a gaming
Marky Man
experience.
says cyber who? Yeah. No, here's the thing. It's like I never played the Witcher games, to be honest with you, but I hear they're amazing. So if this game is like even close to where the level of quality that the Witcher games are, I'll be happy. And it definitely intrigues me. You know, there's definitely a lot of customization in it, and it definitely intrigues me.
We can only hope.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Maybe
Yeah,
they can make
I don't have any
cool.
doubt. I don't have any doubt because I don't know if you guys heard, but the Witcher 3 port on Switch is actually like a really solid port too.
I was very surprised to hear that.
Yeah, and what's cool too is if you own the PC version, you can transfer saves anytime between the Switch version and the PC version. So if let's say you're home and you want to get the highest graphics possible, you could put your save up for download in the Witcher menu, and then when you open up the Switch, you just hit download profile save. You download the save and you can take it with you. So if we
Too
get
complicated.
You know what I mean? If we get stuff like that with Cyberpunk 2077 in terms of like overall quality, that's gonna be cool. So
I agree.
but yeah, I mean they really just delayed it so they can get another game out for the Series X and the PS5, Tom.
What were the other reasons they delayed it?
Tom, you might know, wasn't it because it wasn't ready?
It's because they want to release it in the year 2077.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't have inside scoops on any of this stuff, but I mean, obviously, what we hear around is like, yeah, it's still not ready, or like, I feel like personally, I feel like they're being too ambitious with it, which is not a bad thing, but it is a bad thing if you're an investor and you want it out now, and they're like, nah, we want to do more with it. So,
But it will probably be a better game as a
oh
result.
yeah,
Also, I stole that joke from Freshness 3 Days. I can't take credit.
Oh, I didn't even see that in chat. Yeah, you're right.
I read chat.
So if they're gonna try to
Every chat
delay
too,
it for the new consoles, is that easy to do? Can they just like port it over to the next console if they were already developing?
They were already going to, Sean. It's just they were
I
already
see.
planning on it. It's just instead of it coming out September and then waiting a couple months for the next gen version, they're just gonna launch it in November alongside next gen consoles.
Got it. Probably too costly to print a bunch of or create a bunch of discs for a dying console when you don't know how many it's gonna sell.
Yeah, exactly.
true.
Now, Amanda, as someone who's new, well, getting new to games, and you know, obviously Tom's getting into these games. He and Jeremy got you the gaming laptop. What are your thoughts
Shout out to
on playing a big open world game that seems very ambitious? Are you interested or not really?
I don't know. I feel like it definitely sounds interesting. I haven't really played a lot of open world games really. But I was also just looking at like with CyberPunk and everything, how they delayed it from, I think it was originally supposed to be April, and then they delayed it to September, and now it's to November instead. But you're saying that's because that's when the next gen consoles are coming out?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Because they were saying it's supposed to be backwards compatible, so like it's gonna work on PS4 and PS5, and then same with the Xbox Series X and all that stuff.
Yep, yeah, that's correct. They're gonna have the version. So what's gonna be is if you own the Xbox One version, you can upgrade for free to the Series X version.
Huh.
Oh, that's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's kind of
so-
worry me though, because I feel like a lot of times they try to they make a game and then they go, oh yeah, there's also a version for the next gen console. It's never really that much better,
Yeah,
like,
and also it kind of holds them back from making the game as good as it could be on the new console because they have to
Right.
make it work on the old one. So
that's
it's like
true, but I
so
mean,
it's a little worrisome to hear.
it's
that.
kind of like Smash 4 when it had to be on the 3DS too, so some characters were removed. Random
Oh,
reference,
yeah.
but like
no,
But
I see what you're
still
saying here,
works.
guys, but I think the load times are going to be way better. I definitely think that it's like, here's the thing, guys. It's like having two different PCs. You know, it's like you take a PC and you upgrade it with extra improve the graphics quality. I think that's what we're going to see here. Yeah, again, for the first beginning of next gen gaming, I don't think we're going to see the artificial intelligence. We're not going to see the dynamic ray tracing or 3D audio. That's going to come in time. But I definitely think you're going to see a difference in resolution, texture quality, and load times. I think those are going to be the big three things you're going to see.
yeah, I think that you're definitely right that it'll be a noticeable enough difference with load times most likely.
Right.
I still am worried.
I don't think this game's trying to go for like just graphics, and that the gameplay is what they're really trying to sell.
Which,
Oh,
have we
yeah.
seen
Yeah, I
much
agree.
gameplay from them yet?
No, that's what I'm looking up right now.
We've seen a good amount of, well, not a lot, but we've seen.
I've seen cutscenes, right?
Yeah, but we've
I've
seen
seen Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I've seen Keanu Reeves. It's not enough for me though. I'm sorry, Keanu.
There's a
That's
38
actually enough for
minute
me, honestly.
gameplay demo here.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
There was a decent amount of gameplay shown, but it doesn't have to be. There are games coming out soon that are going to beat it graphically, so I don't know if that's a big focus that they have to even worry about. As long as the graphics are good enough and the gameplay solid and has Keanu Reeves in it, should be a big sell.
I don't know if you're buying a next gen console, do you really want good enough when you get a game? Like I'm buying a new console. I want those graphics to be way better.
Well,
I'm not gonna settle for good enough.
The Last of Us 2 just came out for the PS4. It has incredible graphics, but this probably will be comparable to it. I don't think we're even going to see the amazing graphic stuff like Justin was saying for at least 2021, right?
Absolutely, I'm with you,
True,
Sean.
but I
We're
feel
not
like if
gonna
they
see that
want
right
to
away.
really sell consoles, they should make the difference very noticeable. Especially because a lot of early launch titles are going to be also on their old consoles.
And with the bad taste it put in everyone's mouth with the I forget what they call it now. What did Xbox call their their next gen console
What's the
before?
Series
Was it?
X?
No, the one before that.
The Xbox
Xbox
One
One
X.
Xbox One.
Xbox One X. Ugh, why can't they just go by numbers like
I,
PlayStation? Man?
I know.
They-
They're
They
like
need to take
Apple now.
X's out.
This makes it so much harder. Just number it, man.
Yeah,
Like you
they're
don't
like
have to be
Apple
special
with
with
their
everything.
iPads. I know.
Like,
I know.
They're getting too into the X part of Xbox. They're like, how can we add another
They
X
are.
here?
Well, Microsoft
Xbox
in
Super
general.
X.
'Cause there's
Xbox X squared.
There's the Surface Pro X. There's the the Surface Pro X that's coming out soon. Yeah, Microsoft loves to use the product name X. in their,
Xbox Double
things
X X Edition X.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see those games. But what they're gonna do, like I said, for the beginning of the console generations, they're gonna really focus on graphics quality in terms of texturing, and they're gonna focus on load times as the two biggest things. And then down the road, we're gonna really see dynamic 3D audio, artificial intelligence being super insane. So that it will come in time. It will come in time.
And what I see from Malarkey Man here says the PS4 didn't launch, or the PS4 at launch didn't have a noticeable upgrade, but it still sold well.
Yeah, he's right. He's absolutely
And I
right.
definitely agree with that because like when the PS4 came out, the games for it were like they're PS3 games essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And then after time went on, you're now getting games like The Last of Us 2 on the same console are so superior.
Yeah, he's
So-
100% right. Because exactly. Last of Us. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Sean, but I was just going to add that Last of Us came out. The first Last of Us came out for the PS3, and people think it's a PS4 game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like future-proofing the console. You just want to make it as good as possible for when game developers do eventually get to that point. They may not be there at launch, but you want the console to be ready for the future.
That's a good way to put it.
Yep.
Thanks.
For sure. All right, guys. So let's get into a little controversy here, which I can't believe this is controversial, but wow, apparently it is. So, okay.
Well, it's controversial.
First of all, we'll talk about the smaller announcements first because we had the Pokemon Presents Direct. It's really like a mini Direct, but it was like 10 minutes, and they showed off some stuff. And
you best not be saying Pokemon Smile is small because that's a big deal, right?
That is definitely a big deal.
I love it.
They revealed some mobile titles, which we'll get into in a second. But one of the things that I was kind of surprised about was they're like, okay, here's an announcement for an announcement because they're doing another announcement next Tuesday.
That is true. That's
now,
funny.
is it because the DLC just came out and they didn't want to take away from that?
I think it's possible.
About it like that.
I didn't even know there was another announcement next week. So
and apparently it's going to be a bigger announcement. So
bigger than Pokemon Smile? How's that possible?
That literally doesn't even make sense.
All I know is it was a little sus that the guy, I forgot his name. I feel bad. He's like the director of the Pokemon company or something. He had all of those Pokemon Johto plushies behind him. That was a little sus, Jeremy.
Oh, you think it might be like a Johto remake?
I think it's going to be Let's Go Johto, personally.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I think it's going to be that because Sean, he
Let's
had
go,
the
Joe.
plushies behind him. You know,
Sure.
I
it's
saw
an
the
interesting
Embryon, I
choice.
saw the Lugia, I saw the Ho-Oh. That would be really cool. I would like that.
I'm still
those
waiting
of-
for the Gen 4 remix.
Yeah, for those
That's
of us,
true. It would be interesting to remake Gen 1 again before remaking Gen 4, but I guess they already did that technically.
Yeah.
Remake
Oh,
Gen 2 again.
I gotta
Remake
ask
it
though. For those of us like me who doesn't know what Johto Go is, what is that?
So
Sean,
basically,
yeah, Jeremy, go ahead.
Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were remakes of the original Pokemon game, kind of with Pokemon Go style Pokemon catching.
Interesting.
And so basically, Justin's theory is that they're going to make one for the Johto region, which is the second generation of Pokemon.
Second game, Gold and Silver. There it is.
that's the
Marky Man, we'll get to that in a second because that's definitely a big thing. Marky Man says, "Why does Pokemon Snap look way better graphically?"
It looks
than Sword and
so
Shield?"
much better. It's ridiculous.
We'll get to that in a second, Marky Man, because I got a lot of thoughts on that. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that there's an announcement.
It's almost because they recycled 3DS models for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and then they said they couldn't have all the Pokemon because they made new models, but that was actually a lie. But anyway,
It was a lie. It was such a lie.
It definitely was. It definitely was. So, Pokemon Smile. What
Yes,
the hell is
let's
that?
go.
What is
Yes!
that? I don't understand. You brush your teeth and you catch Pokemon? Like I still
No!
don't get it. What is it, Tom? What is it, Tom?
Well, yeah.
You brush.
Amanda, Tom,
You
what
No,
is
defeat
it?
Amanda.
enemies.
Yeah, Amanda,
No.
you know.
Yeah,
Amanda,
actually,
explain
I
it. What
watched
is
the whole
this?
thing. So basically, well, there was a disclaimer at the bottom saying,
What's
I'm just
that?
reading the whole thing because it's really great. It was saying this app is not intended to prevent or treat cavities, nor does it guarantee that players will gain liking for toothbrushing or make it a habit.
What? Isn't the
That was
idea
a
that they
disclaimer on
wanted?
the bottom. It was so funny.
Saying their
Yeah.
game isn't guaranteed to work, so don't sue them for it.
It's like if my game will not make your child brush their teeth regularly. Please do not assume it will.
You cannot sue.
So you still have to be a
Oh.
parent.
Yeah, but the concept of the game actually looks pretty interesting.
It
From what-
does.
Yeah, from what I can
It's cute, I love it.
tell, it's that like you have to like brush your teeth in certain spots to defeat certain enemies or something like that.
Oh, is that
And it
what
keeps
it
you
is?
going.
Well, but you
until
can get like
beat
the
the
spots
level.
that you missed, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if it's that smart.
I mean,
but,
it has
like-
to be. I mean, it's gonna be looking at you, so it's got to use some kind of AI
That's true, because
technology,
it'll
'cause, I mean,
probably remember. Yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
how side of the mouth the toothbrush is on, and like you gotta stay
Yeah.
there for 20 seconds and brush, hurry, and then like, all right, next side, something like that. I imagine.
Yeah, well, because I saw the video, and it's literally just like there's enemies on parts of your teeth, and you have to brush them away.
Isn't
So it
that really
keeps-
what brushing your teeth is like, though? It's plaque. is
Yeah,
the enemy.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
it
Plaque
is.
is the enemy.
You actually get to visually see it.
Damn,
Can we
you
talk about
black.
why? Can we talk about how the graphics in Pokemon Smile are better than Sword and Shield? Like, let's be honest.
I love the way they made the simplistic styles of the Pokemon was really nice.
It was really cool. I like
It's
that.
really cute. I love it.
Can we
I
talk
love-
about
I
Cafe Mix?
Yes,
Yeah, what is that too?
I don't really want to
understand.
talk about Cafe Mix.
I want it. I
Wait,
want
what
that
is that?
too.
He actually said that he likes Cafe Mix like the best out of all the ones that we saw.
That
Wait,
one
no,
looked
not.
like the
Wait, Tom, was it
worst.
Pokemon Smile you thought was the best one, or
Oh,
was Cafe
it's-
Mix the best one, or
it's
is it a
very-
tie for you?
It's very, very, very tough. But until I play them, I have to say I think I'm more excited for Cafe Mix.
No,
Well,
than
it's
Cafe
anything
Mix you
Cafe,
can play on
Amanda.
your phone. You can play it on the
Yeah.
smartphone. So basically, you're the owner of a cafe that serves Pokemon, and then you have to do all these little puzzle games to. I don't even think it's just to get more Pokemon. It's just to like help you serve dishes to them. And then if you like, the better you do, the more you can expand your cafe.
Yeah,
Right.
this is where everyone learns I have such trash taste in games, but
No,
I
dude, I think it looks cute.
I
I think
love
It
I
does
love
look
it.
cute.
I think it looks
Pokemon.
awesome.
Pokemon's done puzzle games before. Like, you know, they've
Yeah.
done.
Oh, they've done a lot of puzzle
Pokemon
games.
Troze.
Yeah,
you
they've done a
know.
lot.
Yeah. So like, it's not weird that they're doing this.
No,
Like-
it just to me it seemed like a worse version of like Candy Crush. That maybe not worse. I don't know.
No, you.
Yeah, it is
you-
kind of like Candy Crush.
No, wait, hold
Yeah.
on. You beat
What
the
is it,
level.
Tom?
You beat the
Tom's
level.
passionate about this.
I love it. You beat the level.
Someone's got to be.
You catch the Pokemon, and like they get you special abilities to like use on the board next time, and you upgrade your shop so you can like have more customers in there, and it's just so cool. I love
do
these
love the
tycoon
idea
games.
of upgrading your shop. I just don't know if the levels from what I saw is like it looked a little boring.
It's
But
like
maybe
Papa's
hopefully I'll
Pizzeria.
be
but with
pleasantly
Pokemon.
surprised. But
I like it. I
I
I
can't
don't know,
wait.
guys. All I want to do is go back to that Pokemon Center in Japan and actually be
Oh,
able to eat
yeah.
at the Pokemon
Oh,
Cafe
yeah.
because it was freaking booked. We couldn't eat there. It was freaking booked.
Oh
Gotta
wow.
make a reservation.
So this was crazy. Ready? Okay, quick story. While we're talking about the Pokemon Cafe, because I was at the real Pokemon Cafe. So we went to the Pokemon because they call them in Japan Pokemon centers, and what they are is they're literally Pokemon stores, and all they sell is Pokemon stuff. Okay, all they sell is plushies, games, knickknacks of Pokemon material, and that's it. And it's packed. Okay, it was packed on a Sunday at like 3 p.m, like weird times, and there were people literally with shopping carts full of plushies, like multiple shopping carts full of plushies. It was crazy. But they also have a cafe there where they have Pikachu and Eevee themed hamburgers and Bulbasaur French fries. It was really cool. But we wanted to eat there. We tried to make a reservation, and they didn't have a reservation until 3 months until after.
whoa.
Yeah, so like we were there in
That's
December.
insane.
We were there in December, COVID aside. You would not be able to eat there under normal circumstances until March. That's when the next reservation was. It was insane.
Dang.
All right, so Justin, when are we going? We'll make some reservations for 6 months in the future. We'll go.
Tom,
Come on.
Do you
Tom,
get,
when
do you
when
get
COVID's
served
over,
by
we're going.
Pokemon? Do you get served by Pokemon? Is it
No,
real Pokemon?
you don't get served by Pokemon, but they did have like
No.
statues. I didn't see because you can walk in, but we saw the pictures like outside of what it looks like, and they did have like statues of like the different Pokemon at where you sit, and there's Pokemon themed plates. It's really cool.
Do they have a
look
dish?
up Pokemon Cafe, huh?
Do they have a dish that's Slowpoke's tail?
No, I don't think so.
Delicately in Pokemon universe, that is what people eat a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on, put it
Yeah, I
on the
don't
menu.
think they do.
It's actually kind of illegal to get Slowpoke tails. If you remember Gen 2, the Team
It
Rocket
is.
was doing it. So
Yep.
Just
I've
saying.
been playing Gen 2 recently.
Oh, is it illegal
just
to
do
get them, or were they doing it illegally?
Do it on the download.
Both,
Come on.
both.
I think it's both. Yeah.
I gotta try
But
slow
it was cool. It was cool, man. I would definitely love to eat there. Tom, one day we will all go and eat there.
I'm ready.
Tom, we'll do a live show from there. That'd be awesome.
I'll sell my car. I'll go there.
Honestly, good plan.
Amanda will come with us and eat a Pokemon themed French fries.
Yeah, she'll sell her car
Oh,
too.
You mean
man,
Bulbasaur
that sounds
fries?
great.
Bulbasaur fries.
Sounds
Yeah,
like an
Bulbasaur
interesting
fries.
choice out of all the Pokemon. Why Bulbasaur for the fries?
Yeah,
I
why
don't
they do
know.
like a?
Yeah,
they have a
we'll look it
potato
up
Pokemon?
after
What
the
about
stream.
for the nugs? I think that would be the most important.
Why wasn't
Oh.
Bulbasaur like a bloomin' onion thing?
Let me look
You know,
it up.
like
That's actually
Oh,
not bad.
I don't know if Bloomin'
Best
Onions are
Pokemon
popular in
fries
Japan.
ever.
they're probably not. It's a very American thing.
I just found that's what.
They
Yeah.
also,
Fancy
there's
chicken
also Espeon and Umbreon themed cookies. That's right. There's Pikachu pancakes. There's Chikorita
Ooh,
pancakes.
Pikachu pancakes.
There's
Since-
Pichu. There's Pichu soup. What else is there?
Have anything Squirtle related?
I'm sure they are. Oh wait, no, they're regular French fries. I'm sorry, guys. They weren't Bulbasaur themed French fries.
Yeah, they definitely
No.
seem very regular.
Yeah, they're regular French fries. There's a Psyduck pancake. There's waffle fries, and then there's also a coffee
Oh
shop too.
yes.
I don't remember where the coffee shop was, but there's like 5-6 Pokemon centers in Japan. But we were in the big one that actually just recently opened like a month or two before we got there that has the cafe. But there's another one that actually is just like a coffee shop and they sell like Pokemon themed drinks. It's
Well,
pretty
they
cool.
just opened. That's probably why it was so packed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyway,
Squirtle themed water.
Well-
That's probably true.
What before we go anywhere, I have to ask you guys this question. Since we're on the topic of Pokemon, I feel like it's important to ask: what is your favorite Pokemon?
Too
I need
hard.
to know.
Too hard.
It's not too hard. Gotta pick a Pokemon. Pick one. You have one Pokemon.
The one that comes to mind a lot is Jolteon. I love Jolteon.
Jolteon's cool.
All right.
Mine's
Uh,
Mega Charizard X personally.
All right.
That's fair. It's fair. I like Mega Pinsir / regular Pinsir. I've always liked Pinsir.
Pinsir's cool.
I gotta say, I'm like I don't think anyone's ever said this, but I like Mawile and Mega Mawile.
Oh no, that's a
I've heard
very
that.
very
Yeah, I've
popular
actually heard that
choice.
from
Is
John.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never hear it. Oh, I'm so happy.
It's a little more niche, but a lot of people love Mawile.
Ah, it's such a cool Pokemon.
It's got
What
a
about
big
you, Amanda?
tap on tap.
You know, it's been such a long time since I played. I think the last time I played Pokemon was like on my Game Boy Advance when I had like Pokemon Sapphire. So I don't
Wow.
really remember exactly.
Honestly, just pick Mudkip.
We'll pick you
Okay,
down.
no.
No, we'll put you down as a
Pokemon
Trico.
Sapphire, Mudkip. What?
We'll put you
Mudkip,
down as a
come on.
Trico.
Just
Wait, I
don't
have another
pick Garbodor. All right, he's the worst
Hey,
Pokemon.
hey, no, it's not.
No,
I
he
have-
is.
Yes, freshness for days. Mega Charizard X is better than Y.
I have another question about that. What's your guys' favorite starter of all the starters?
Oh man.
Mudkip.
Trico.
Oh, was it Snivy?
Snivy.
Yeah, Snivy.
I like Turtwig.
Turtwig's cool.
Torterra is one of my favorites.
Ooh, actually, Snivy or Piplup?
Charmander's cute. I don't know if Charmander is
Yeah, he is.
in this category.
Charmander
Yes.
is.
Sweet.
Charmander
I like
is-
Charmander. He's
Turtwig or
great.
The
Squirtle?
one that came to my mind.
Chikorita is underappreciated. That's all I'm gonna say.
That was my first Pokemon, I played Red and then I played Gold, and I picked Chikorita.
I love Chikorita.
I became so emotionally
Chikorita
attached
was
to
my
it.
first starter too, actually. Fun fact.
Really? Wow.
I played Gold version first. That was my first starter.
Oh, interesting. All right, guys. Well, we've delayed this long enough here because the people are waiting. Milwaukee Man's waiting. Fresh Yesterdays are waiting. Milwaukee Man, we're gonna finally answer your question now. Why does Pokemon Snap look better than Sword and Shield? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Milwaukee, man. Basically, Game Freak was a mobile... They're essentially a mobile development studio. So when they transferred their design over to the Nintendo Switch, they were still in a very mobile-heavy mindset. And I bet you to this day, still, they're working on really trying to refine the 3D Pokemon engine, because they shifted from sprites to 3D models for the 3DS, but obviously I don't remember the resolution exactly on the 3DS, but it was not HD at all. It was like, I don't even know if this was 480p. Correct me if I don't remember what it was personally. But so you had this mobile development studio, and now they're shifting to 3D and on a console, a real console, and it did not translate well at all in terms of graphics. I mean, the water looks so, it was funny. I saw a comparison between the Pokemon Snap water and the Pokemon Sword and Shield water, and it's a huge difference.
It's not even close.
It's not even close. So, not that graphics are the defining thing of a game. I'm not saying that, but there was definitely expected to be hurdles in development when you go from being a mobile studio to now you're developing on a console. So, Pokemon Snap is clearly built for the Switch. You could tell by the graphics, you could tell by just everything about the game. It was built for this console. And so now, the other thing too about it is it's most likely going to be on rails, like the original. Like, you'll be on that cart, and you're most likely going to be on rails, just traveling around in a fixed path, from what it seems like anyway. We could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. No,
so I think that's definitely a reason as well that they're able to do that.
I have some more to add to that as well.
Sure, go right ahead.
Like Sword and Shield, as I agree with everything you're saying too, that I don't think they were really ready to make such a giant leap towards console power. But to me, it's actually very obvious why Pokemon Snap graphics would be better, because the only thing they have to focus on that game are animations and graphics. Sword and Shield have a lot of other things that they have to use processing power for, and they have to develop the game. And, when the only thing you have to do is take pictures of cute Pokemon, I would say it's pretty easy to get good graphics there.
Yeah.
Also, you need better graphics
exactly.
so you can take good pictures, as Freshness for Days said. So you need to have good graphics to have good pictures.
The whole entire game is designed on taking pictures of Pokemon, so they have you good.
It's the whole game. That's all it is.
Yes, but that's
Tom. All right, Tom. Get this off your chest, because some of you might have saw the little. Well, it wasn't a little Twitter beef, but me and Tom had completely different opinions about this. Tom, what's wrong? Why aren't you excited for this game, man? It's been 20 years.
Why would I be excited for this game? Listen, all right,
okay.
Listen. This all right. I can understand why some people would like this game. I really can, but. Come on, you're just on rails and you take pictures of Pokemon. How many times can you do that before you get bored of doing that?
Hundreds.
Thousands.
They look so cute. The Pikachu
Amanda
had a little apple. He looks adorable.
Amanda had a good thought on this though.
I will say that so I'm just gonna say the analogy that I was talking to before about Tom. When he first told me about this, like the Nintendo 64 version, I'm like, this sounds like It's a Small World, the ride in Disney, but like a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Where you're just like sitting in this, you can't control the speed, you're just going slow and you're just taking pictures. You know what I mean? I mean, like, obviously the Pokemon aren't singing at you, but
in the vehicle at all times
no, but
Small World.
I mean, yeah, that is true. You don't have to do that in this. I was actually saying that because Tom agreed with me on this, that I feel like it would be better in a VR setting. Like, I feel like this would be like a really cool VR game.
Oh yeah.
Because then you could like literally look all around you and have like a 360 view of everything.
You do have a 360 camera control.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not just it's not like aiming for you. You still have to look around. You still have to find things. There are lots of secrets in the maps, and there's some things you can only access once you get certain items. So then you can go back and then use all the items you collected to unlock new things inside of the map. And like, oh, let me use this flute, and suddenly this giant Snorlax starts dancing. You're
Yeah,
like,
and you
oh,
can
look,
take
I
a
got
picture of it.
this guy.
Yeah, but
And
I
you take
feel
a
like,
picture.
if you were able to like fully immerse yourself in the Pokemon world, it would just be like so much cooler
Oh
than
yeah.
just like
I mean, it
having
would
like
be
an
a
open
very
world
cool
kind of
character.
thing,
I really like that idea because I feel like that would be really cool to be able to actually like sit in the car as it goes and actually see everything around you like you're actually sitting in the car.
But
As
you
of
might
right
be able
now,
to. We don't know.
maybe. I mean, look, if that's how it's gonna be, then I'm on board for it. But I'm really, really not seeing the hype for it, other than nostalgia.
But
That's just
Tom,
me.
you don't think? What about the graphics? What about the pictures? Like Fresh Yesterday said right here, the graphics are better than Sword and Shield in Snap, so you can take better pictures. Yeah, exactly too. And it's like how realistic the Pokemon look.
I'm just saying.
I just think they look really cool. And then
No,
you're gonna see them
yeah.
swimming around and eating apples and fruit and seeing the little Bulbasaur, do a little solar beam. That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks nice. It really does. But if this game, just imagine for a second that this game never came out on N64 and it's just a brand new game they're making right now. Do you think there'd be nearly the same hype for this game if it wasn't
Yes.
nostalgia based?
Yes,
Probably
I
not
don't
the
think
same
so.
amount.
I do.
Like,
Maybe
there's
No,
not the
I
same
do.
amount,
I
but
do.
there's definitely because it would be it's a hard sell. It's like, oh, this kind of looks like a kid's game, but
yeah, I
by
think
people
I
playing
think
it,
Pokemon Snap was an easier sell during the N64 era because I think games like that were more normal to be made. But now, nostalgia is kind of
Guys,
cool.
but we're talking about the era where Pokemon Go blew up. You really don't think so? That a game that looks that good on the Switch
a good
now,
point.
if that was a thing, people
True.
would be like, "Wow, like this is really realistic." Seeing the Pokemon move around and eating apples, and what the age of social media. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, come on.
sharing those
I don't,
pictures, sharing those
I don't
True.
believe that. I think if it came out to
True.
this day, no matter if Snap for the 64 exists or not, it would still be big.
There's
I
a couple of
agree.
things there.
Do you think your character can take selfies with the Pokemon?
I don't
be
know. I
awesome.
don't know.
kind of like that roller coaster game in VR. You can take selfies with the
Yeah.
thing you're sitting with.
Oh, really?
That would be
I love
cool.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I gotta say, listen, all right. If it's randomized events that like anyone can get different outcomes and it's totally random every time, then yeah, I could see social media playing a part in it and making it popular because someone's game has one thing another person's game doesn't have. Maybe then. But if you're just telling me every level's the same and if you hit the same branch that someone else hits with an apple, the same thing happens every single time, I don't see that being a big hit on social media for more than a week.
I disagree because there's going
Tom,
to be
I disagree too.
secrets that you have to that they're not going to be obvious. It's like, guys, look what happens when you do this, and like, holy shit, I want to get that picture for my collection, sort of thing.
I don't. I
And
mean, but
being
Pokemon
the
Go is
pioneer,
yeah, but Pokemon Go is so much different though. Where like it was actual adventure where like, you yourself go out with your friends and catch Pokemon in crazy ways. It's like in this, it's just you're on rails taking pictures of Pokemon, and then you go back, after a few levels to another level and go through a cave you couldn't go through before. I mean, I'm just being a cynical old man. I know. I'm sorry, but
Well,
mean,
Tom, what was it that you were saying
Really
to
sold.
me earlier about like how would be a game that you would want to play? Like what you said
yeah.
you would add to it.
And this, you guys are definitely probably going to disagree with me on this, but I feel like this could probably be a game I would like if, for one thing, it was a free roam game, right? Not on rails, right? And just hear me out. It's a free roam game. You're not on rails. You could literally go like all over this world and still take pictures, interact with things, but then like you can go back and like sell those pictures. And then that's how you unlock items. That's how you progress the game. There's a story in there. It's basically Skyrim, but Pokemon Snap. Just imagine something like
I-
that.
I
Skyrim
have-
with cameras.
I
Can
have
you
a little
imagine?
bit. I have a little bit of a counterpoint to that. So one of the things that actually makes your pictures more valuable to just taking them is that you can't just stand still and take 1,000 pictures. You only have a small opportunity to take a good picture. And sometimes it really is. It's like you're moving and you have to move against the rail or like move against the momentum of the rail to line it up. And then it was only appearing for a second. And that adds to like, oh, I actually got the picture or I actually got a good one. And
But
if it was open world, I think it actually takes away from it a little bit because you can really make it feel like a very immersive world when it's on a rail, because they can control like the animations and the perspective. But if it's open world, you kind of just risk like Ark survival, where the dinosaurs just kind of like walking into walls, and the AI isn't very good. And
Oh,
Well,
for
I feel
sure,
like
yeah.
still being on, you could still be like on a rail and then like just have different ways to go instead of just having the one structured way that you're supposed to go, like follow this one path, you know? Like if it branched off into other paths.
there are situations where when you unlock the secret, it does branch off into a different path, and that's how you like
Oh,
unlock the
okay.
different levels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's certain events that you need to take pictures of in order for progression to happen in the game.
This sort of
So-
like if rocks line up a certain way, it actually makes a picture of a Pokemon, and you have to find that in order to like get to the final level. You have to find all the hidden things.
I don't know. I feel like you could still have scripted events if it was open world, and
But Tom,
then it makes the adventure of finding the photos part of the fun of it.
But Tom, look how big Instagram is, though. Like with Instagram, people take photos of everything, and now it's like you're going to be taking photos of realistic Pokemon. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
on rails or not. The whole point of the game is to take fun photos and share them with your friends.
Well,
It's
yeah,
how-
but yeah, no, I get it. But like, if everyone has the same photos, which they will eventually,
But
because
no, but
there's only so many things you can do in the game.
Tom, yes, but there's going to be so many Pokemon in this. There's so much variety. There's so much different areas to explore. There's different moments. You know, there's going to
Actually-
be.
So then I feel like for like adding on to that, I feel like it would make more sense than to have a social aspect of it, to at least allow you to play with other players or to like to share photos with other players and that
Oh, you'll
kind of
definitely be able to
thing.
share photos. There's definitely going to be some social media integration.
Oh,
There
yeah.
has to be.
Oh, okay.
I have
Has to
another
be.
another point to that. You're not always just gonna get the same photos, because you can actually, at least in the N64, and I imagine it's gonna be in this one too, you can lead Pokemon to different areas by like making an apple trail. So you can actually like set up
Oh,
scenes.
okay.
You can bring two Pokemon together and then they interact differently. So there's like, I imagine there's gonna be a million ways to bring these Pokemon to different areas or distract them in certain ways, or there's like
Mhm.
there's a lot of unique combinations you can make.
Yes.
with
There's going to
all
be a
that.
lot of unique combinations, and there's definitely going to. I personally believe there's going to be some randomness to it as well.
I
I
think
mean,
so
look
too,
at
yeah.
the. You know what I mean? People are going to find stuff that is going to be really cool that you haven't seen in the background, like. And I one of the things I think that they're going to experiment with too is different lenses, like wide-angle lenses, you know,
Fisheye
telephoto lenses, fisheye lenses, regular lenses. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
if they have different
And then
lenses,
add
that'd be cool.
filters. It'll just be
Add
like
filters.
Pokemon, but
Oh, filters,
Instagram.
yeah,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
see, Amanda,
It's
you
like
Sepia
social
understand.
tone,
media.
like all that.
I
See?
think the biggest appeal of the game is just finding all the secrets. You know, any Nintendo game, from Paper Mario to any Pokemon game, you just want to explore. You want to figure out everything they hid. In like, what if I throw this apple at this one little rock that's really far away, and then something happens because of it, and that's what's going to be really fun for me. It's just experimenting and finding cool stuff.
Yeah,
And then,
I
and
agree,
then being the
Sean.
first
Sean, I'm
person
with
to be
you,
like,
man.
oh, I found it first.
I'm
I
really
have
excited
hope.
for this.
I do have hope for it, and I do hope that they do something really cool with it. But
All right, Tom,
I'm
let me ask you a
skeptical.
question. How much do you think it's going to be a $60 game, guys?
God no,
I think they're going to put a $60 price tag
I
on
think
it.
they are.
I think so too.
$60 for this?
Yeah, I think they will.
I'm going to buy it.
Exactly. That's why they're going to launch it, because me and Sean
why
are going to
they're
buy
gonna
it. And there's going to be there's going to be millions and millions and millions of other people like me and Sean who are going to buy it for $60.
I guess
you know.
actually, well, the price would matter. I mean, I could see it being $60 if there was a lot of different levels, like a lot of different
Yeah,
content in
for
it.
sure.
If there's only like 5 or 6 levels, then no.
No,
But
but I
there's
think,
gotta be a lot.
yeah, I think there's going to
Um,
be maybe, I don't know. Well, here's the thing too, guys. I'm hoping there's a day and night system for the levels. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So you see the
No,
nighttime
yeah,
Pokemon,
that'd be
and
cool.
then you can
Mhm,
unlock the
mhm.
lenses to see the ghost type Pokemon. Like, there's definitely so much
Yeah.
potential
Self
here.
scope lens. Ooh.
Replayability on the levels is going to matter a ton.
Yeah,
It is.
That's
And
what's
plus-
gonna sell.
You have to think about it this way, Tom. I know you said all the events are going to be the same, but like if you experience the game without like looking at spoilers online, then you're gonna see all this stuff for the first time anyway. So it's not like
Mm.
Oh yeah,
you know,
for
you-
sure.
you
No,
don't
yeah,
have to look it up.
absolutely. But like, as far as like when you're talking about like sharing it on social media, like eventually everyone's gonna have the same photo on social media. But if you're just playing it by yourself, then yeah, I bet.
I
you'll
mean,
have a
maybe
great
not,
time.
though.
doesn't it reflect real life where everyone posts the same kind of photos on social media anyway? Let's be honest.
Tom,
You got me there.
exactly. Tom, how many times have you seen this? Yeah, I can't speak. How many times have you seen the same woodpecker photos on Instagram?
Hey,
We
don't-
share the woodpeckers.
Hey, don't bring
That
birds
was
into this.
not
Birds are
the-
cool.
That's
the
against
example I
terms
thought
of
you were
service.
gonna
I'm
bring.
just saying everybody.
Wait, how is it
sharing
against
the
terms of
same-
service?
the same photos, the
Can't
same.
show showing your
yeah,
woodpecker on Instagram like that.
Tom.
You literally can't. That's illegal.
Oh my God, Tom. Well,
Uh,
I don't know. I feel like if you could see all these kind of cute animals in real life a bunch of times, you could see these cute Pokemon a bunch of times.
that's what I was saying
Yeah.
before. Like, there's timing involved. Like,
There's a
the
lot of
really rare
timing.
photos and centering the photo, and there's more to just like you
Yeah,
don't
what
want
if
to
you get a blurry
back a
photo
bit.
the first time?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to shoot some of the Pokemon. So like being a good photographer, and getting those angles and the timing right.
Yeah.
I was actually I was reading a comment on the reveal, and this person was like, "It's really nice to see this game after 20 years because Pokemon Snap actually got me into photography, and I have a photography studio now."
Wow, that is so
Yep.
cool. Wow.
And I was reading the replies to it. It was
That
such a
is
cool
actually really
comment,
cool.
and just like it's like a safari. You ever gone on a safari? You're riding in the truck. You're
I
just
have
going
not
down
gone
the
on a
road.
safari. Have you gone on a safari?
Six Flags Safari, but
Oh,
Hey,
oh.
Six Flags Safari is dope though.
it is. But
Fun
you're
fact:
just riding on
I've
the-
never been to Six Flags once.
Does
We'll
the
have
Pirates
to
of the
go. It's
Caribbean?
What?
Yeah, I've never been to Six Flags, guys.
Me and Jeremy
Oh.
have season passes. Wait, Jeremy, you
That's
have
true.
one, right?
I do have one.
Isn't it
yeah.
closed?
You got it when it was on
Yeah,
sale.
I think it's like kind of open now.
Yeah, but they're giving us.
Is it?
Wait, is it really?
I have no idea.
How do
Never
you
mind.
social distance on
Yeah, how do you sort of open it?
How do you
Someone-
social
I guess
distance on a
you
roller
could.
coaster?
You could sit on like every other
Exactly.
seat on a roller coaster, you know?
Yeah, but that's annoying.
I
Then you
mean,
gotta work.
yeah.
Yeah,
annoying.
asking
I'd rather
somebody,
just not go.
Maybe.
It ain't gonna work.
It's
First
so
for days, yes.
crazy.
Pokemon Snap is inspirational. I freaking agree with you.
I'm
Tom,
definitely excited to see it.
Tom, do you like photography?
I do actually.
Then you'll probably like the game.
Yeah,
I
you
think
will.
we'll like this game. I think
No.
we will.
No, that's the thing. I am excited to see it. I'm not saying like, oh, it's gonna be terrible. I'm just saying they've got to do something more than just what's like the previous game had. Like, I need to see more to it. I can't just.
Dude, even the previous game you'd love. It's so fun.
I didn't like the previous
Yeah.
game.
You played it?
Yeah.
Did you hit Charmeleon with an apple and then he fell into a lava lake and then he turned into a Charizard?
Jesus,
I can't say I've done that, but I know I've seen that.
That's the fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's the discoveries.
And there's so many more Pokemon in this game. There was only like
I know,
77.
dude.
I
There's gonna be
believe.
all 8 generations are gonna be represented in this
Yeah.
game.
In the first one, there was only 77 of the first 151, or 70, was somewhere in the 70s. And this game could have maybe all of them, maybe not all the legendaries. That's kind of obnoxious.
Yeah,
but
I don't think all of them, but there's gonna be definitely a crap ton of them for
there's
sure.
a ton. And the
Yeah.
fun interactions where it's like the Pichu and the Score Bunny sitting on top of
Yeah.
Torterra. It's really cute.
Yeah, man, I'm
And
so
they're
excited.
just interacting they're actually interacting with each other, which is a fun thing. You get multiple Pokemon in one shot. Maybe you could lead that Torterra away next to other Pokemon and just have a big group photo.
Listen, can I customize my little car and my little person? 'Cause
Probably.
If I
Probably.
can, I'll be happy. That's all I need in a game is customization.
Probably.
That's why
I'm
you
so
like
easy to
Johto.
please.
Well,
During the whole reveal was
Yeah.
very interesting because it's like, oh, they're just making some mobile games, and I was like, all right,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I was like,
Fine.
well, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, well, like, wasn't really blown away by the beginning of the announcement. I was like, oh, Pokemon Snap 2, okay.
Yeah, and they just dropped that. I was like, no way! I thought they were just gonna release another app. When I first saw the picture, I was like, oh, it's
Yeah,
gonna be like a
yeah, it's
knockoff
another app.
Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
But then for the phone,
But it was the
oh, but it's
real
for the Switch.
deal.
I was very, very surprised.
I
and
was very
very
pleasantly
happy.
surprised too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm curious to see what's gonna be next week's announcement. I know my friend is really, really hoping for Sinnoh remakes. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but like I said, I think it's gonna be Let's Go Johto because the freaking plushies don't lie. I don't think those plushies are lying. I looked at Embryon plushie right in the eyes, and I think that Embryon plushie was telling us it's happening.
What
You know.
if it's just his favorite generation?
What?
What if it's just his favorite generation?
Sean,
just
he had so many plushies. I don't think that it was. I think it's more than just a mere coincidence, my friend.
It's a sign. He's summoning a
sign.
new game.
Cafe
summoning a new
Mix, come
game.
on.
Cafe Mix is a game. It's good. It's gonna be.
I
good.
want
It's gonna be a
more
game.
Cafe Mix.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens next week
You're gonna
because
get it.
we got some quite a bit of Nintendo news next week. We got the Pokemon announcement. There's a new Smash Brothers character
Arms.
coming out. So
Let's go.
there
Yeah.
should
The
be some
Arms
good
character.
announcements next week as
But
well.
I'm probably not gonna buy. I'm not gonna lie, but I will consider it.
like I already have both fighter passes.
I still got to get the second fighter pass. I have the first one, but I gotta get
I'm
the
not
second one.
sure. I don't remember.
I have Piranha Plant.
Yeah, when COVID's over,
My brother has all the characters though, so I just play on his Switch.
okay,
still
yeah,
don't
when
even have a
COVID's
Switch
over,
yet.
I'll get the fighters pass so I could play with people again.
How long has the Switch been out now?
2.5 years.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
God.
a couple
How
of
did-
years at least.
How did this happen? How did I get so far behind? I want a Switch.
Tom and
would.
Amanda,
Honestly,
you guys
Tom's
need a
a pilot.
Switch.
It's like 300. It's not a terrible price.
But I
He
don't.
just got
I
his
don't-
gaming laptop though. That's
Yeah, I
actually,
just
and he
bought a
chipped in to help
laptop.
Amanda get her gaming laptop. So
Yeah.
So
It was
you
early birthday
obviously
gift.
have enough money to buy 2 laptops, so you can splurge.
I
for a
I
Switch.
really
and a half.
do not.
Freshness for days. The live stream for the Smash Brothers event is Monday. I forget the time. I think it's at like 10 a.m. Eastern or something.
I think he means
Something
for
like
us, but
Oh, for us, yeah, no, we should be back next week for a live stream. I think.
Oh
right, guys?
yeah, well.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do these as often as we can on Fridays, because these are fun. We have a great time. We love interacting with the chat. It's cool. Freshness Days. Thanks so much for chatting with us here, giving us content. It's been cool.
They should be calling you Freshness for years at this point.
Ooh, got him.
freshness for decades.
Freshness forever.
Oh,
It's also a D. Let's go.
Freshness forever. I like
I
Yeah.
it.
just said forever.
Oh, and
I
then
know.
real quick too.
Nothing weird.
Real quick too, as we wrap up this episode, we did launch the Dreamcast guy interview this week. Finally, did anyone want to add any quick thoughts to that? Because I was so happy with the way that turned out, and Dreamcast guy is such a legend. He's so cool.
Here's my thoughts. Go watch it. Go listen to it.
Good answer.
Those are really
good
good
answer. Good answer.
Thoughts. My thoughts were he had really interesting stories to tell, and he's a really interesting guy who I think is worth listening to his story. And we had a great conversation with him. So those are my thoughts.
I liked
Amanda,
how
thoughts?
smooth- Oh.
Oh, wait.
on Dreamcast? No, Sean, you go, because I definitely I don't know if I.
Go ahead, Sean.
I'm sorry.
I
Go
liked
ahead.
how smooth everything went. The first time talking to him ever, and it was such an easy conversation. He was really easy to talk to, had great points. He's a very smart and charismatic guy, and the episode just flowed really well. We didn't have to force anything, and
Yeah,
it's just a good listen.
He's an awesome guy.
Amanda, final thoughts
Final thoughts on Dreamcast Guy podcast?
on whatever you want.
On anything? Okay.
Whatever you want.
Any topic whatsoever.
What are your
Any topic
final
whatsoever.
thoughts?
Okay. Last thing, if we have time. One of the things in the Pokemon Presents are talking about the Pokemon Go Fest that's going digital,
Oh yeah.
and they're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about adding Mega Evolution. I have no idea what that
No,
entails.
I can't
believe
believe
you
Oh
skipped
yeah,
that.
we'll talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
Mega Evolution it's cool. Basically, it was introduced in Gen 6 as like a extra item you can put on some Pokemon, and they change transformation. They get additional stats and stuff. It's cool to finally see that
And new abilities
and new abilities. Yeah, it's cool to finally see that in Pokemon Go.
and different typings.
But yeah,
It's another extra evolution.
It's
Pretty
basically
much,
a
but you have to
whole,
equip an item.
new form for an old Pokemon.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But they
And,
stopped doing them after Gen 6 for some reason. I don't know why.
Because Nintendo doesn't want to stick with one gimmick. They want to
Yeah.
like, change
Yeah, I
and
hate
change
that.
it.
I hate
They
that
did
so much.
they did Z moves in Gen 7, but you could still use Megas from Gen 6, and then
Right.
Gen 8 got rid of Z moves and Mega Evolutions for Dynamax.
Yeah, which is
a
so
little
much lamer.
disappointing.
Yeah, Mega Evolutions were cool, and people seem to like them.
I actually really like Megas.
As
I-
long as they
I like
keep
them
the
too.
different forms, like Galarian forms and Alolan forms, keep doing different forms, I'll be happy.
I agree.
all I
Keep doing that because that was cool.
Don't
that
stop
is cool.
that. Nintendo, don't you dare.
But
Don't do dare.
don't you dare.
You know now that you said
Sean
that.
will be up
I
on
was
top.
thinking about it.
Sean will be knocking on Reggie's door and being like, "Reggie, what are you doing?" Even though Reggie has nothing to do with the
Reggie's
Pokemon
door.
Company.
Reggie's a GameStop boy now.
He is.
I
Oh my God! Can we talk about real quick how Reggie must have been like crying or like having an freaking out when he saw the PlayStation 5 not have a disc drive. He probably was just like, "Oh my God!"
Why did I invest in games?
Yeah. Oh. He definitely was
I
not
can
happy that
see
day.
discs are gonna be a thing of a past for sure. Pretty
For
soon.
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
Well,
Yep.
I guess I don't know, maybe because like some people want to be able to play their old games. Like, why would you have a collection of thousands of games if you just couldn't play them anymore?
Well, it's like the same thing with record players, records.
Yeah, it's
They don't
exactly.
really make. I mean, they do make them sometimes, but like it's not really a big thing to make records anymore.
Right.
Yeah, there's a big community
record
around it, but
players-
it's not. Yeah,
Record players will always have their place though, because there's already records that people have. So like,
for sure.
the disc drives might stay around for a while because there's always going to be those games people want to still play.
Yeah, and records are a little different though because the music quality on a record player is definitely better than like a CD player.
Which
Let's just-
actually baffles me
is true.
still to this day.
Let's just
Well, you know,
let's
it
just
makes
put all our games on USB.
It's
It's
a
more
long
direct
explanation,
and
but-
authentic sound. Why don't we just play video games on records?
That's
That's what I want to know.
I've actually heard that it's not
Oh.
exactly better sounding, but it's like the original sound of on the record, which is why people just
Yeah, and it's an
more
analog. It's an
authentic
analog
sound.
sound, so it's not
Records are
digital.
magic.
You know, digital. You have to you have to do a lot of
You are
interpretation. You have to do a lot of interpretation of sound in the digital world. In analog, you don't. So that's basically
Right.
why.
Justin would know.
I would know. Yes. Not that I'm a really musical expert, but I do know stuff about.
Yeah, but you know things about sound and audio and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure. Yep.
I don't think it's about sound. I've heard things.
I've heard things.
I've actually never heard things.
Anyway, guys, with that note, I think this is a great wrapping up point for this. It's the second episode of our live streams. I love doing these live streams. This is great.
Woo!
Yeah,
This
like
was a
live
lot of
streams.
fun. I love how laid back there. I love the chat interaction. Freshness forever. There you go. Freshness for days. I see you in the chat. So, all right, guys. So there should be a lot of news next week to talk about as well. But this was definitely a good week in terms of gaming news. Oh wait, we didn't talk about Crash 4. Crash.
We didn't talk
about
All right.
Skate
We
4.
did. We
All right.
did.
Did we?
Oh, we talked about
mentioned Crash 4.
No, we
No.
We
didn't.
talked about Skate 4, but not.
all right,
Skate
all
4.
right.
I was
Oh,
late.
same. Really.
Real quick, guys, because we have the title.
All
All right, let's talk about Crash 4 for like 5 minutes because I forgot. I think I saw the title.
Let's crash
Um,
into.
It
Crash
exists.
What do you
That's
guys
it.
think about Crash 4? Crash 4.
I never played anything to do with Crash Bandicoot.
You
so
never
I'm
played Crash
obviously-
Bandicoot?
No.
Really?
I think it's funny that it's called "It's About Time."
Yeah, I love that. It's so cool, and I love the box art too. It's Crash Bandicoot like looking crazy. It looks
Now,
really cool.
do you think the storyline is about time, or do you think it's like it's about time?
I
I'm
think
pretty sure it's just because that
I
it's.
think
It's
the
like-
story is about Crash Bandicoot's internal struggle with man versus society.
I think it's about Crash Bandicoot's internal existential struggle, knowing that time exists.
his own.
That's
He's
what
facing his own mortality. essentially.
wanna watch.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
about time.
It's about time. That's what the game's about time.
Yeah, I like the Crash Bandicoot games a lot, and to see a sequel, because first of all, the Insane trilogy was I didn't buy it,
Yeah.
but the Insane trilogy, the graphics on that were really cool, and I thought it looked great, and if it looks like they're going to use the same kind of engine and formula for this game, but make it a sequel, I'm sold. But what would be awesome, Tom, I know you'd be excited about this. Maybe Spyro 4 will happen.
Ah,
Ooh, Spyro.
Yeah, if Spyro 4
Okay.
happens,
I'm listening.
if here's the thing, Tom. Okay, this will perk you. If this you'll pay
This will
attention to
perk
this.
your pecker for sure.
Tom,
Not on
if Crash,
Instagram.
Tom, if Crash Bandicoot 4 sells
like DMB, though.
millions of copies, let's say it sells even 2 million of copies, I
Okay.
think that will incentivize Activision to make Spyro 4. I really believe that.
Okay, so I'm buying 500 million copies. Who's buying the other 500 million?
got
Sean
it.
will. No, Jeremy's got you.
I know Sean can do it. Sean can do it. It's fine.
Amanda could afford it.
Just-
Mm,
Come on, Amanda. I want Spyro.
I'll do it.
Tom,
Help
did
me.
you play the Spyro remaster?
I did.
It's
I
really
did.
good. I loved it.
I actually, I haven't gotten a chance to play through it more because I was playing through it on my desktop at home for a while. But now I actually can. Thanks for reminding me because that was something I had to get back to playing.
Yeah,
And I
it's a
will
great
play
game.
the rest of it probably soon. Hopefully
Oh yeah,
soon.
Tom. Remember I have that old Spyro game for PS2.
Oh, trust me, I've played every Spyro game. Every single
They're great.
one.
They're
I love
great games.
Spyro.
What's your favorite Spyro?
Spyro was
Tom?
one of my first games.
My favorite Spyro? Okay.
Mine's the first one.
Oh, I forget the name of it. Oh, there's the one on the PS2 that was like I forget what it's called. It's like it's hurting me. I'm gonna look it up.
Is it Enter the Dragonfly or Hero's Tale?
Enter the Dragonfly. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that game was cool.
Oh man.
it
Wait,
was-
was that the? Wait, hold on. Now you got me looking up Spyro. You guys aren't going anywhere till I find this answer.
Tom loves Spyro.
Spyro
Yeah,
is a good video game.
No, it's not Enter the Dragonfly.
Is it Dawn of the Dragon?
Dawn of the Dragon.
I had the one of the ones for PS1. It was really fun. That's all I know.
That might be the one that I have actually.
And then I had one of the GameCube ones, which is not as good. And then
Yeah. Enter the Dragonfly was for GameCube, I think.
yeah.
I've
Something
never
like that.
owned a
Yeah,
PlayStation.
the original
ever.
Spyro trilogy
I had
I
it-
really liked.
Actually, Enter the Dragonfly was for PS2 and GameCube.
Oh, okay.
They have both. And then I'm trying to find the other PS2 ones. Hero's Tales, PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Let's see what else there is.
Yeah, the graphics in the Spyro trilogy look amazing on the remaster. They look so good.
I mean, hey, if they remastered Crash and then made a new game, maybe they'll do the same
That's what
pattern.
I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping
Yeah.
for. All right, Tom, did you find it or what?
I did not, but I'm not letting this go. I'll get to you guys. Wait, the Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. Boom.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it?
There it is. That's the one.
I'm more of an old beginning kind of guy, but that's fair.
Ugh. I love
That's
it.
your
Oh,
favorite
but
Spyro?
yeah, or that, or the Game Boy one, Season of Flame. That was pretty good too.
Interesting choice.
Don't get me talking about PS2 games because we'll be here.
Oh,
all
I
night.
actually played a Spyro game for the Nintendo DS too. Actually, I just remembered.
Really? DS.
Yeah.
huh?
Wow.
Yeah, I remember it being kind of hard, and I don't remember finishing it.
Yeah, Spyro was hard than the
Wow.
older one.
But I was also like
the
very
reviews
young.
for the Spyro game that you like aren't very good.
It's, you know what? I don't care what everyone says.
Say
I
that means
I
his
have bad
on
opinions.
Pokemon Snap is wrong.
We know it's not wrong. It's just mine. and
true.
Mine is
It's not
good.
wrong. It's
Mine.
just bad.
My opinion is my own.
Mm-mm. It's wrong.
You're wrong. I love Spyro,
Well-
and I don't like Pokemon Snap. So you guys can all, unsubscribe from me.
No, don't unsubscribe. Don't unsubscribe. Well, with that note, before Tom starts getting freshness for days to unsubscribe, which we don't want. Thank you everybody for listening to this week's episode of the live show. We threw in the Crash thing at the very end. Sorry about that. We got sidetracked talking about other stuff that I missed it, but
Yeah, how'd we get
hope
this
everyone
far?
had
Consider it a
fun.
crash landing. Haha. Anyway.
Ooh, God, there you go. There you go. That's it. That's all I have to say.
I missed the joke.
Tom, you don't have the voice modifier, but go ahead and close us out this week.
Thank you for listening to the I almost called it a podcast live stream.
What happened to the
So-
voice? Where's the voice modifier?
Oh, it's super broken. Like it's real broke.
Well, that sucks.
Also, thank you, Freshness for Days. I didn't mean unsubscribe from this. I meant unsubscribe from me. Just
No,
like
don't
me
You don't know his
unsubscribe.
channel, so.
I just meant like go to my channel and subscribe to it so you can unsubscribe and leave me hate messages. So that's, you can
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's
Don't do that.
YouTube/Tom the Twix. Unsubscribe from him and then give him hate. That's me.
All right. Well, before Tom starts pouring more gasoline on his fire, thank you everyone for listening. We'll see you all in the next live show later, folks. Everyone say bye. Wait, everyone say bye at the same time.